Hey, this is Ash. Today we're going to be going over a really simple email task manager build on n8n using an AI agent and Google Sheets and sending emails to Gmail. So essentially how this build is going to work is, you can see, very simple. It's just going to be an AI agent with an OpenAI chat model linked to Google Sheets that's updated on a weekly basis, and then a message is sent to whoever it is, to a group or to yourself, whatever it is. So we'll see here in this Google Sheets, we essentially have this task management thing. So we have our task here. It's going to be reach out to X client, get lunch with Y client, and then it basically determines whether or not that task has been completed. This is a manual fill out. What we're going to want to do is build essentially an email at the end of the week that automatically gets sent to us on a scheduled basis, telling us which tasks were completed for the week and which ones weren't. So going over real quick, we'll go ahead and start. I'm going to be making it directly under this current build. So rather than a manual workflow, we'll go ahead and grab a schedule trigger. So we will find on a schedule, let's say, we're going to want to do it on a weekly basis, and every Friday we're going to want it to go through. So Friday, and trigger at the end of the workday. So we'll go ahead and trigger that at 5 p.m. Now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and add this AI agent node, and this is going to be linked and defined below here. We'll go ahead and update this prompt in a second. First, we want to set up the AI agent, and we want to determine which chat model we're going to use. So based off of your favorite LLM, that's essentially what it's going to go off of. We're going to go ahead and add that. I use OpenAI, so I'm going to add my OpenAI LLM. It's already linked, and we're just going to go with the GPT 4.1 mini. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to copy this current prompt that I already have, just so that I don't need to write it out again. So go to expression up here, and this is going to function very similar to a regular ChatGPT model. So you're basically, it's essentially going to go, you are an email bot tasked with creating a summary email for a weekly email that populates which tasks have been completed and which tasks have been pending. It's going to use the Google Sheets tool that we're going to link up to identify which tasks are completed and which ones are pending. And then this should be the format of the email. And we just end with don't output in JSON format, output as this above. So that's the task. Now what we're going to do is link the tool, and we're going to search for Google Sheets tool. In order to set this up, you want to connect your credential, which if you haven't done that already is very simple. We're not going to go over it in this tutorial, but essentially you just sign in with your Google account. So we'll close that. That's already linked up with my stuff, and you'll see we're going to go with the resource is going to go within a sheet with a document that's already in our account, and we're just going to go to get rows, and basically it's going to pull out all these rows. So we're going to go grab that from that document and then choose which sheet. In this case, it's sheet 2. And then you can also add filters if you want, certain columns, values, combine different filters. We'll just go ahead and stick with what we have right now. And what we'll do now is we're going to have this edit fields node. Essentially what this is doing is when you output the information here, it's going to populate as a readable format for the AI. It won't add the spaces and the formatting that you would want in an email. So essentially this node is going to do that for us. So we're going to go ahead and add the edit fields node. We're going to go ahead and do manual mapping, add that. We'll call it, what do we call it up here? Formatted body. And we're going to grab that code here. So essentially we'll put it in here. What I like to do is whenever I'm building a build, I always like to start with a manual execute workflow node and then launch the scheduled trigger. So what we'll do here is go ahead and click execute workflow. Oh, hang on. Let me turn this one off. So now that will work there. You'll see it's thinking. You'll end up getting a result here. And so here's our email. And so what we'll do here is now we'll take this output, and we're going to go ahead and take this formatting, this formula here. You'll see it's essentially what it's doing is it's taking this \n product from, so all these \n products are supposed to be in JSON format showing as spaces, but Google emails read HTML format, and in order for that to come out correctly, we need to replace these \n's with these BR formats, and essentially that will format it to a readable format so that you get the correct format that you want in your email. So when we go ahead and execute that step, we'll see that all the \n's are replaced with BRs. And the final node we want to add is that Gmail node, and go ahead and we will make either get a message or draft a message. We're going to do get a message just because we want that to automatically show up in our inbox. So we'll go ahead and click get a message, and then we'll go and, or excuse me, sorry, not get a message. We want to do create a message. So send a message. We'll send it to my email for now. Subject, we'll do weekly task manager. And the message will just be here. So you can see here we have the HTML formatting, right? So that will come in here. Should just work also with the text, but just for the sake of this tutorial, we'll stick with HTML. And now what happens is if we click execute workflow, we'll go ahead and see that work, do the job. And now it should populate in my Gmail here. We'll see here it populated correctly, what we have completed for this week, and then what we have pending. If you want to get rid of this automatic n8n message, that's pretty simple. All you have to do is go to Gmail, add an option, append n8n attribution, turn that off. And then we'll see when we execute that step again, we'll see something show up in our inbox here, and that message went away. So hopefully you liked this tutorial. If you liked it, go ahead and give us a like, and we'll see you in the next one. So yeah, if you like this tutorial, go ahead and give this video a like, and I'll see you in the next one.